the most expensive house in the neighborhood literally pulls all the other values up.
Yeah.
And then now you've got a repeating process where now we've got a new established price per square foot, and then it just kind of ripples through the rest of the housing market in those areas.
Yeah, and it keeps going. I think I've always wondered about that too, because it's almost like unnecessary inflation.
Yeah.
It's like we're creating our own inflation.
Right.
Instead of just paying the right price for it, we always want to pay more. Yes,
I've always said that, almost always, as long as I can remember, I've always said that what you should do is your tenant will never be better than your neighborhood, so you should buy the best neighborhood. You should buy the least expensive home in the best neighborhood you can afford.
Because you're not going to lose.
Right, because the tugboat is the most expensive home in that
That's
neighborhood.
the one that's going to lose.
That's the one that's losing.
Yeah.
It's the one that's going to set the new highs, and it's the one that's going to lose. If you're going to have a 40% cut in the market, it's going to be off the most expensive home, right?
Right.
And usually that's the safe play is, if you want to be in the Hamptons, you want to be at the entry point in the Hamptons, right? That's the one that's protected, right? So pick the best neighborhood or market that you can afford and get the least expensive home in that market, and normally you're protected.
Yeah.
Normally you're going to see the lowest shift in the wrong direction. So now, though, what's going on with some of these people, I know a lady that just bought a house. She closed 60 days ago, paid $5.29 million, okay, and just relisted the house for sale for $6 million, right?
Wow.
And I'm like, why would you do that? She's changed her mind, right?
Wow.
She's changed her mind, and now she's got it listed. Now we're talking about just over 60 days, right at 60 days, and now it's a $6 million house.
Yeah, wow.
Right?
And it was probably a $4 million house a year ago, maybe.
I think it was a $3.5 million house about a year and a half ago. Yeah,
that's crazy.
So, but at what point does this become? At what point is the ceiling? Like, at what point do you run out of? And I don't want to mean to call people schmucks, but the hypothetical schmuck that's going to come in and pay $6.
Overpay.
Yeah. And now it's $6. What about next month at $7 or $8 or $9 million? Right? How about it's $10 million? Right?
Yeah.
At what point do you run out of people to buy it?
Yeah.
And I think that's when the new ceiling comes in. Right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see. I guess that's what I was getting at is it's a confusing time right now.
It is weird, yeah. But I think that's part of the decentralizing of the decentralizing effect of technology too, and sort of the breakdown of the financial construct maybe.
Maybe.
I don't want to say breakdown because it's not terrible. It just needs to be reworked, retooled.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'm literally, the opportunity that presented itself that I had looked at in 2010, June of 2010 was, if I was buying it then, I think it was $600,000. And when
it's $2 million now.
This one was 1.2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a different one.
Oh, okay.
No, the $2 million one was the one I was giving example of the property I already knew about. But
right, yeah.
Now this one in June of, so to give you an idea of this one, in June of 2010, it was $600,000. It just sold to me for $1.2 million. So 11 years, it doubled. And I think the national average used to be that in the United States, housing prices doubled on average every 16 years, right? And then I think when you go region specific, you can get more accurate numbers, but on average that used to be the right statistic. It's probably changed now.
Yeah, sure.
So that one doubled in 11 years, right?
Yeah.
But if you look, that same property I think was purchased in 2000 for $240.
Wow.
So 21 years, 240 turned into 1.2.
That's incredible.
So not bad, right?
Yeah.
On their part. So it was a good purchase for that family. And so I don't know. It's an interesting thing, but I had another interesting thing happen though. I've already had somebody offer me more money for it, and it's not for sale.
Oh.
So I don't know. This market's just really weird.